Okay. Let's take a moment and look at an actual dealership app. This is one that's in development. The folks at Covert Country of Hutto, Texas gave us permission. Their app is in development to take a look at it and share it with you. And that's a neat thing because being in production, we were able to do some things. Even if they decide they do them, I can show you. And we've done some things into this app, or built some things into it, so that you can get a really good picture of just how extensive a contact tool this can be for your customers, and become part of their lives in terms of what they do with their mobile device. I mean, you can see right here on this screen the idea of quick call us, directions, tell a friend, and it just starts right there. We've got a nice, attractive picture of the front of the dealership and their markings here with the Chevy bow tie on the very. This is their homepage, the first page you come to. Okay, so let's kind of a quick trip in terms of what they might be doing as an alternative, and some of you may be doing this now, and I would want to draw very strong emphasis to this first slide. This is their actual website, their Cobalt website, their General Motors website, up on a smartphone. You can see that as you look at this, pretty difficult to see, pretty much impossible to navigate. If you were trying to use these tabs right here, any of these tabs on this toolbar, you would really have to do a lot of pinching. Those of you with smartphones know what I'm talking about. That's that movement you do with your fingers where you expand the screen. You would have to pinch it several times just to get those up and keep doing it. There's really not much utility for a website on a smart device or smartphone device. Tablet, a little bit better, but even there, once you get past the screen of a laptop, you really knock down the utility of what you're trying to do. So moving on, this is the same dealership's mobile site. This is their Cobalt mobile site. Better, a little bit easier to navigate. We see that the navigation bars are big. I can tap any one of those. So recommendation for you, number one today, and we're going to have several, is if you don't have a mobile site, get one immediately. If you're not going to go to a dealership, a private dealer app, you're going to have a mobile site. This is no longer optional, and I know for most General Motors dealerships, especially your Cobalt sites, this is something that you're taking advantage of. It's a must. It's a must if you're going to be present on a smartphone and having people actually do something with you. So this is better. And then here's their app. You can see, I'm going to just click back and forth. You can see the difference in the interface. This is the dealership interface. That's an important note for most dealers. This is their front door. This is their welcome, and it's definitely branded very specifically and large with the dealership. You've got your home button just like you would have on a website. You've got About Us, Hours, Call Us. This whole navigation area down here, I'm going to spin through several of these and show you what happens, because this is just a toolbar, and you swipe it and it moves to the left or right depending on where you are in the app, and you can then select the functionality that you want to use. So that's how it works. Here's one of the first things, quick contact with the dealership from the app. They just tap the yes, and you're going to make a call. If they've hit it by mistake, they can say no, and it immediately phones the dealership. They don't do any more dialing. So that's a speed dial of a sort right in the app, where you make connection with your customers can make a connection and be talking to you right now. They can also send messages and make appointments within the app. One of the other features is the idea of having things like roadside assistance built into the app, so that they tap an icon. It takes them right to in this case, Chevrolet Roadside Assistance. They don't have to get out their owner's manual. So, and especially, you know that a customer that's needing to call roadside assistance, this is not a time for them to be scrambling around or adding to their stress in terms of trying to find the number for roadside assistance. It's here for them. They know it's there. They tap it, and you're their hero because you've made that easy. And that's particularly true if they've locked themselves out of the car and they do need to get roadside assistance or OnStar or some other assistance, and they don't have that number written down in their wallet or a card, then they just open up their smartphone and they're able to tap an icon and go straight to the assistance they need. Tremendous part of the feature for the app. Real-time inventory feed. This is this dealership's actual feed off their website. We're pulling it in. It's coming in from their mobile site. And let me make a note about that. This is where you're first seeing two technologies working seamlessly, and they work beautifully. This app is, but note that they're still, because you see this little arrow up here, they're looking at the inventory. The customer is within the app. So they're navigating using the mobile website, and that's an important thing. You hear me stressing that. That means that you maintain your one inventory, you put your effort into that, you keep your pictures going. You don't have another technology to worry about, is their inventory current. And I really like the idea of linking to the mobile site and knowing that we can do that, and we're still within the app. People are not just being pushed over to the website, because most app users do not want to just be pushed to a website. So this is seamless. They're still within the app, they know it, and they continue to navigate and do their shopping within the app. This shows you that if I've done that, I've linked over to the mobile site, I'm still within the app, but I'm able to search inventory, hours and information, value my trade. Once I'm here, I can do any business that I would do on the mobile site. Call service, get directions. So if something comes to mind, I'm shopping for a used vehicle, perhaps a pre-owned vehicle, and I say, oh my goodness, I need to schedule an appointment to get my truck serviced, I can go right over here and call service and set up that appointment. But I'm still within the app, and that's important to note. The next thing I'm showing you here, all the functionality works. This is the mobile site, and you're looking at I could select Avalanche, or I could select a Camaro or an Equinox, whatever brand I want, and do all of my shopping, value my trade. Anything that works on that mobile site is going to work in the app. Now that's not true of every app. This is just a particular kind of app that we build in the platform that we use. Let's talk about some very specific things that this dealership is concerned about, and one of those, as we all know, reputation management is a central objective for this year in our business, and it is important. I'm going to give you some statistics on that in another section of today's program, but I want you to know that this dealership is on it enough that they wanted to build in a social suite, if you will. They've got 3 buttons wrote up right here where they can get Yelp reviews and Google and even their Facebook, and they've got more social media. Every social media is built into this, where if I'm a customer, I want to go to Google, and post a review. I just tap that icon, I go to Google, I post my review. Facebook, I can go to the dealership's Facebook site. I can post a comment there. I can see what's going on in terms of my dealer's community, Facebook community, a Yelp review, whatever it may be. So this is a tool that can actually help you drive towards that overarching objective, which is to get more positive reviews on these sites so that we get credit for all the good stuff that we do, and not just the credit for maybe those 1 or 2 customers where something's gone wrong, unfortunately, but then that's the one that we can always count on posting a review. And we'll take another look at that shortly. Okay, so here's what it looks like if you're actually in Yelp with the app. Yes, this is the Yelp site, but note we're still in the app. And again, they're in our world, they stay in our mobile world, and that's one of the really wonderful things about having a dealer app, is that once they're in your mobile world, we're going to keep them there. Here is Facebook. That's what the Facebook page looks like. This Facebook page is optimized for a mobile device, which, by the way, most major media or social sites are optimized for mobile devices. So that's working to our favor. And this is one of the push messages. This dealership, if they were doing this one, this is one we built to demonstrate the app. Could be this is a current thing that they had running in the last few weeks. They had a 1.9% interest rate on select pre-owned vehicles. Don't miss this super low interest. Call or text now. The customer, if they respond, they can respond to this right within the app. So they can actually tap and go straight in to the offer and take action. So I don't know many tools that we can have instantaneous communication. In most cases, we have to advertise, and then we hope that people respond to the media that we run. Another feature that they're going to build into their app is the idea of a car finder. This is a GPS. You set a GPS locator pin with your car. You set it, and once you set it, you just tap. It sets it. It records your location. You can even, once you set it, you can come in and set a timer. That means no more parking tickets. It'll get you back to, you can do a map. The map will get you back to, let me go back one slide here. I want to show you oh, we went way too far. Hang on just a second. There we go. So you've set that. Here's a map. You can set a map and it'll take you back to your car. In Austin, Texas, we have we're the live music capital of the world. We have lots of music events, and we're outdoors on maybe a big open lot or a pasture even in some cases. We've parked our car and we need to get back to it. But that's true at the hospital, it's true at the mall, any place at all, you could actually tag your car and be able to get to it. One of the other neat things you can do is you can send a message to people and let them know just by tapping the app. It'll send a message of your location. This is a hyperlink. They then can tap that hyperlink and pull up a map so they could join you for dinner or lunch or getting together to go to a school event for your kids, something with your coworkers. Just a great, fun life enhancement tool that makes things easier that's related to their vehicle. And we also shared with you just a little bit earlier about running video on the app. People love to run video on apps. They look at movies even. Now imagine you've got a handheld device. It's in the palm of someone's hand, or a tablet that's in a hand or two, or it's sitting on a table and they're watching a full movie. But think about the power of you being able to play video within your app or have an RSS feed. That means you're feeding automatically 24/7 news or a blog that you have for the dealership, something off your Facebook page. You can do all of that within the app. Now, the reason I keep saying within the app, one of the things that we've had to do, and we've done it at many of my dealerships until now, and I'm very glad to say that this is about to change, is that we've used YouTube to host video. There were reasons for that. And the reasons primarily were that they solved the player problem. It would play on any device. So if you didn't use something like that solved the player problem, challenge, you would have to have a version of your video that would play on an Apple device. You'd have to have a version that would play on a PC device, PC type equipment, or you'd have to have a version that would play on your Apple phone or tablet or your Android phone, and that's a nightmare. So we would use YouTube, but there are several problems with YouTube. Number one problem is that when they go to YouTube to view your video, they are gone. They've gone to YouTube. And then they're in the YouTube world. And in the YouTube world, there are competitors that are making offers and showing their messaging and their stories. That alone is concerning. So what we are doing is we're going to be streaming the video into the app or the mobile device, through the app to the mobile device, and even offering in the next just few weeks, we're going to launch hosting for dealers, where you could a hosting service where you could actually have a private channel that is just yours, and you can have as much video as you want there. Imagine the power of how-tos, how to set up, how to install a car seat for a child so that they're safe, and other messaging that helps your customers be safe, comfortable, and get the full value from whatever type of vehicle they're driving. So we're really excited about the power of video, and this is one of the things that people like to do within apps. So, and finally, for this dealership, they are going to be promoting their app in several places using QR codes. If you're not familiar with that, what that is these little funny-looking boxes with all of the pixels on them that you see. But what that means is, if this was the Windows phone, I would scan that or take a shot, scan it with my phone, and it would instantaneously download or start the download process of the app into my phone. Same thing for Android, same thing for Apple, and that's how they're going to promote it. They're going to have posters and banners. This is just a little table tent that they will have up throughout the dealership, and it's one of the ways that they're going to talk about how people can use the app, download it, use it to receive updates on money-saving specials, news about the vehicle and their dealership, and to make appointments and much, much more. And then they're going to do some video displays around on LCD panels that show customers how to use the app, how to download it. And then it'll be on the web page, the Facebook page, every source of media they have, including print media. They will have this QR code or this set of QR codes so people can download the app and get started.